Good Thursday morning. As you can see by the flag, the wind is actually kind of a little out of the south. It's supposed to be a little breezy today, maybe 10 miles an hour. Holy shit, that thing decided to, show up. That's amazing. It's supposed to do that for the next couple hours at least to help burn off the last of this frost. It went down to 29 and a little bit of snow, because I don't know if you can, how well you can see. I'm not going to zoom in. There's still a little frosty snow on top of the cart. Yeah, yesterday the ground was covered, probably an inch. So we didn't do anything yesterday. And then when it finally burned off late afternoon, it got on and off like snowflakes during the evening and overnight. I know before I went to bed at like 10:30, quarter to 11, I was out on the front deck and it was snowing a little. Yeah. So I'm cooking the corn down, the last of the corn, or not last of the corn, we still got quite a bit of corn to pick, but the corn that's in the dryer right now. So basically it's overcooking the middle, the bottom's already dry in the cool section. Overcooking the middle and cooking the top, that's still 23-24%. Once I do that for probably 45 minutes or so, I'll let it go into the bins. They're into the bin, and we got a load of truckload of soybeans to dump into the wet bin to fill the dryer, because we are going to try and finish our soybeans today. They are going to be wet, yes, but today, Thursday, is good. Cloudy in the afternoon. Tomorrow, Friday, is good, back into the 50s, but cloudy all day. Saturday is supposedly good, although now they've said there's a slight chance of a shower late Friday night into Saturday morning. Yeah, if it's anything like their usual slight chance, it'll be a couple of tenths or something. And then Sunday, chance of rain. Monday, Tuesday, chance of rain, snow mix, cold again. It's just so. And I got to do that guy's 80 acres, so I figured I'd get his done tomorrow and Saturday. Coming in here where there's heat. Yeah, that thing. Because it's still 36 degrees out. It's about 10 o'clock right now. So we're up to 220 degrees. We're cooking. We'll be cooking for a while. And then, like I said, let it go into the bin. I just got to make sure, because now we're in the middle of the back bin, because the front bin's still pretty full. We have taken one tractor trailer load out of it since it was quite full, and so I don't really want 18% corn in the middle of the back bin. So if anything, I'm going to be on the safe side and overcook this a little. I'd rather have over dry corn in there than not dry enough. If it was on the bottom of the bin, 17-18%, that's a different story. Alright, we're still cooking. It's been about a half an hour. I called my cousin to make sure, because I thought it was 5 minutes for every point you want it dried. He said it was 6. So I'm going to let it go a good hour, so another half an hour. I was going to let it go 50 minutes. Last corn that went in was 24 point something, so I want it down 10 points. Like him and I were talking, you don't want 18% corn in the middle of the bin. That's the worst place to have it. So yeah, still standing in here because it's warmer than being in the shop at the moment. But I don't know. He said he was going to check his beans later. He didn't know if they would go. I don't know if they'll go, but gonna find out. And if they don't go, then I guess at least we got everything switched over for tomorrow, because it's to the point you don't know what's right or wrong. Like him and I said, this is the first fucking day in a week that we've seen the sun. We know it's supposed to be cloudy tomorrow and Saturday. You can tell by the hedgerow out there. You can't probably, but it's breezy. So worst case scenario, I get all my shit over there to Plainville where I gotta go, and it'll be ready for tomorrow, and then it'll be what it'll be for getting to this guy's and working over there and hoping to get done. I don't know. Well, it's been an hour, so I turned off the burner and turned it on to start running it in the bin. Obviously the wet moisture just keeps going down because there's not going to be anything near that sensor here shortly. So that'll get down to 0. So that's the corn that's been in the bottom of the dryer coming out. I'm sure it got a little over dried too because the bottom, this dryer only has one burner. It says burner 2, but that's the cool space, and that's been running 130. You can see the temperature now coming down. So as long as that number stays, you know, I don't care if it gets up 16 and a half. The air will take care of that too, but we don't want 18, 19 in the middle of the bin. That would be ugly. So I'm draining the dryer right now. I'm hoping they're wrong and that son of a bitch stays out longer than what they're saying. But I don't know if you can tell by that little hedgerow there, it's breezy. The flag's still blowing, so. But you can also tell looking over there at the barn and looking at the anhydrous tank here, the frost is still melting off. So it ain't been a quick process because, yeah, the sun's out, but it's like 40 now. We got up to 40, yay! So I don't know, I told Barb, we get over there 2-3 o'clock, we can go. If not, the shit sits there and it's ready for tomorrow. But we got to go through this whole process. This is why I was watching the news last night and they showed how cold we are now compared to the first week of November last year when we were in the 60s and low 70s. Last year we started with beans, finished them, went to corn. I don't know, you tell me, what is this, the 3rd time now I've drained the dryer? Switch back to beans? I think so. So when we do get them done, then we got to drain the dryer again. Get a small, you know, a 6-wheeler of dry corn, put it in there. Yeah, I could be doing that right now, getting this hooked up to the back auger and getting a truck out and whatnot, but I'm just waiting for this. It's not like we're pressed for time. It's going on 11:30. It's going to be at least another 2-3 hours before we can even attempt it, so it is what it is. Alright, we're switched over. You can see it says first fill. I'm unloading a truckload of dry beans that I just loaded. And unfortunately, as you can also see, for once the weatherman was right. The sun is now gone. We had our 2 or 3 hours of sun. Apparently that's all we get. It's almost 12:30. I still got to get the corn head off, get the corn combine switched over. I don't even know if this is even going to work, if we're going to be able to go today on beans. But as you can see, it's a half-a-day project to flip back and forth. So worst case scenario, like I've probably already said in this video 2 or 3 times, we'll get the shit moved over there and ready for tomorrow if we can't run today, but I don't know. So some of you will say, well, you wasted a day, you could have been doing corn. No, you wasted a half a day basically, because we wouldn't have been starting bright and early anyhow with the frost and the little bit of snow that was left on the ground. So we'll get all this done and probably run over and check them with just the pickup to start with. And even if they won't go 2-3 o'clock, we'll get everything over there, maybe try them, see what they are. They got to be able to thrash. That's the main thing. If they're 16, 17, 18%, but they'll thrash, I'll dry them. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Barbie boots.
That's right, I'm prepared.
Of course, my shoes are covered in mud.
That's right.
So basically, we've wasted a day. Because we just went over and checked the beans. I think that was still a piece of one that was in my mouth. It was like bubble gum. What is it? It's after 2 now. So we wait until tomorrow. We're not even going to move everything over there today. We're going to wait till tomorrow. I mean, look at this beautiful, cloudy, wonderful day. I don't even trust the weather people anymore. It'll probably rain overnight. So And then I'll probably drain the dryer and go through all the bullshit of switching back to corn. But, okay, so we got to tell you something. She's laughing. All right, so I don't know if this is a hater or one of you trying to be a smart ass. All right, explain it.
It was an epic fail. So a letter came in the mail from some lab company, and I thought it was something we had to pay for because he had some blood work done. I don't know, was it the summer? And I thought, oh, hey, we haven't paid it yet. And I open it up and I look, and it's an order form for something called Rigiderm. I think that's how you say it. And I'm like, what the heck? And as I'm looking at all the information that's on there anyways, it's somebody's credit card number, expiration date. I'm looking and they signed it. And the way they signed it is not the way he signed it. Plus there was a paper in there.
And they signed it Andy instead of Andrew. I sign everything Andrew.
Well, don't tell people how you do it. And
whatever.
So, and a piece of paper that said Andy Dennison, aka the Grumpy Farmer, and our address.
Which that right there tells you it was
and his email,
bullshit.
Which they left a number off of on the email, whatever. On the order form it was correct. But regardless, they did not fill the order form out correctly. So the company, which is this lab, apparently, sent it to us saying we can't fulfill your order because you didn't fill the order form out correctly. But
Okay.
now we have someone's credit card
yeah.
number.
So this Rigiderm, she looked it up.
Oh yeah.
What is it? A cream?
It's erection cream.
It's some sort of erection cream. Okay, so it's either one of you being a smart ass or a hater being a dumbass. But no offense if it's one of you who's a loyal follower trying to be a smart ass, but you were kind of a dumbass too, because now we have a piece of paper with your credit card number on it. I told her, what do you want to buy? We have somebody else's credit card number.
We get caught.
Yeah, we'd get caught. So we're not going to do that, but I just thought I'd mention that.
We weren't going to get caught. I would not do it.
Yes,
But
we wouldn't do it anyhow. But so for you, the hater, if you did it, I mean, duh. And
thanks for the good laugh.
yeah, thanks for the good laugh. And for you, the non-hater that did it, I'm still gonna say, duh. I mean, you got your credit card number out there. In today's world, not a smart thing. But all right, so if you did it, fess up to it. We want to know. Well, we are headed to finish beans. It's a little before noon. I got her towing that with the tractor because I'm not so sure we can get around with the pickup anymore. Getting kind of wet. And the joys of doing this, got John behind me with a pickup, the flashers on. But you probably can't tell in the mirror. There's a hell of a train behind us of vehicles that are, I'm sure, pissed right off, yelling and screaming at us. But what are we supposed to do? Where would you like me to go? I mean, half of me is across the white line to start with. The other half of me is barely inside the yellow line. Alright, so we're over here in Plainville. I shouldn't even be here anymore. It's 4:30. Our son is gone. Of course, another hour and 20 minutes was his sunset anyhow. These beans aren't that great. Same beans that were at the last farm that weren't that great, but beautiful sunny day, windy. I gotta change my glasses pretty soon. We were here at 12:15. I just let Larry out of the combine. Yeah. And yes, the reel is fast because the beans are short, so shut the fuck up because I'm not in the mood. So anyways, couldn't get the reel to even turn. It would have made you know, people who like to say my reel is fast, happy, because it was moving at a snail's pace. Tried things on the phone, talking with Larry and Fred, just sent Larry out, came to the shop, followed us here, did the thing on the computer to clean beans at least, to get somebody from headquarters in Pennsylvania to call, Had to get into dealer mode on the computer. Yes, my radio's doing the gremlin shit from last year because of these fucking power lines. But anyways, got into dealer mode. Somehow the software, and they were forwarding this on to this Alex that was here, changed the diameter of my reel to like 4.5 inches. Changed a few other things, I can't remember what they were, to stupid numbers. Just stupid numbers. So we had to, this guy looked up what they should be, you know, without us having to get tape measure and basically a 15-minute fix, but software. Yep. So no, the software, oh, here we go with the gremlin shit from the power lines. So no, the gremlin shit from the software is not completely over with. That was new gremlin shit. So yeah, we should be done right now with my beans. I should be over working on that 80-acre custom job right now, but I'm not. Yeah, remember my video back when, City Idiots? Yep, there's the other half of this field. You can go back to that video for the explanation, but isn't that fucking beautiful? Yep, afraid their dogs are gonna eat fertilizer. And do you think we're getting a little moist now? Yeah. Just adds to the fun of, you know, the aggravation and everything else. So we would be done. Well, probably started on that other guy's right now. But no, we're gonna get to take her home in the, well, actually not home, because I still got that 6-acre chunk a couple miles west of me, mile and a half, whatever. And that's it for my beans, and we are fucking doing them tonight, being done with it. So, and then hope we don't get the chance of a passing shower in the morning. That'll probably turn into 1/4 of an inch, like the last chance of a passing shower. Because I would really love nothing more than to get that guy's 80 acres done tomorrow and Sunday. Like I said, they're all going on trucks and getting shipped out, so that makes it a little more challenging than what we are doing, just taking them home and dumping them in our wet bin. These have been all over the place. Right there the monitor reads 15. I've had it down in the 11s. I've had it in the 16s. There's 13, hey, there's 12s. I don't give a shit because we're drying them. I don't give a shit about much of anything anymore, if you can tell, because today was just, wow, 3 hours of just, and it was a literally 5-minute fix. Guy in Pennsylvania had to tell Larry to go into some dealer mode and do this, that, and the next thing, and you know, but why did it change the diameter of my reel from being 40, I think it was 45, to 4, which is why the reel was going hardly turning. I'm just done. I want this harvest season to be over. Oh, what is it? 6:45. On our way to that little 6-acre piece, and we will be done with our beans. Yeah, should have been done by now, but you know, I'll stop dwelling on that. But software, it's my new favorite word. I think next year at Halloween, somebody's got to create a costume for me. I want to dress up for the first time in, well, I don't know, 50 years. I want to be fucking software, because it's scarier than like the dude from Scream or Michael or anything else, because software is just, it's fucking scary. Software. Yep, I want to be software for Halloween 2024. We're heading for the tractor and cart. The combine light will go off. We're fucking done. Of course, it's 8 o'clock. Well, we're done with ours. Yeah. Should have been done 3 hours ago, but hey, you know. Not coming back to blow it off. We're taking the cart home because there's beans in it. Get them off. And And tomorrow we'll come back here to get that shit to move it to where we gotta go. Oh. Yeah. So here's your one more thing. You probably can't even see through that window, for God's sakes. Oh. Barb's unloading the last of the beans. I'm in here, fired the dryer up, trying to figure out why the rate's saying 16. 16. Should be running at like 40. Holy shit. I mean, seriously? Because there's still dry beans in the wet bin that are sneaking through that are 13.1, saying they're coming out at 13.4, but when they sit in the dryer, they'll do that to start with. But I don't get this 16. I guess I need to stay out here for a while tonight and wait for the wetter beans to come down through and see what's going on. But yeah, there wasn't much in this video, sorry, but you know, you got a little bit of us doing beans and a lot of me talking and bitching, and you know, give the haters something to talk about. You know, the one guy, we don't want to see you. Well, then don't fucking watch, retard. But alright, so I'm done. I'm not probably gonna film doing that guy's 80 acres of beans. I'll go back to filming when we get back to doing our corn again, because I need a few days without the camera. I need a few days without everything at the moment.